Well, just like he was taught, Dawlon did everything right when crossing the road, waiting for the green signal to get to the other side. But it wasn't enough to save him. The driver who struck him was speeding, under the influence, having run a red light. So how, barely 2 years later, could he soon walk free from prison? And a warning to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers, this story contains images of people who have passed away.
He was doing the right thing.
And he had his whole life ahead of him.
He didn't even finish his first year of high school. That stumps me all the time.
The death of Letitia's little brother Dawlon is still too raw.
So the cross I got made for him to go put out the crash site. I don't have the guts to go back to the crash site. Even though it's 2 years on, it honestly still feels like yesterday.
And on the anniversary of the crash, Letitia is facing a battle against her brother's killer she never expected.
And there's no way I want a monster like him on our streets.
Nicholas Semler-Mataros already had an extensive rap sheet when he got behind the wheel and struck Dawlon walking across the road on the Sunshine Coast.
He was riding home from the skate park, so he just finished playing at the skate park with his mates. He was waiting for the green man. They got the signal, him and his friend, to walk across the road. He was about a metre in front of his friend. His friend has told us that all he heard was like tyre screeching and Dawlon screaming, and then he watched it all unfold.
The 12-year-old didn't stand a chance against Nicholas's ute.
So he got hit and he flew 25 metres. He was going 88 kilometres, I think it's a 50 zone now. He was also a P-plater, so he was not supposed to have any alcohol in his system, and he was charged with drink driving.
Rushed to hospital with serious injuries, Dawlon was placed in a coma in ICU.
There was wires, tubes everywhere. It was not good at all. So I was there, when he passed away. I remembered he'd opened his eyes, he smiled, and for someone who was brain dead, he reached out and grabbed my hand.
Dawlon's 27-year-old killer was handed a 4-year, 3-month head sentence. He's no stranger to time behind bars, losing his licence 6 times prior to this with 9 speeding convictions, driving disqualified and under the influence. Despite all this, he could still be granted parole in November, barely 2 years on.
So I started a petition just so the parole board and other people are aware of what kind of person he is and what risk he poses to people in the community.
Thousands of people have already signed their support to keep Dawlon's killer locked up longer.
He doesn't have a voice, he's not here. Like, someone has to be a voice for him. We need justice.
Letitia's family has received a letter from Nicholas.
So the letter we received from him was the night prior to the court hearing. Just said that he was sorry and he thinks about Dawlon every day.
Do you think it was meaningful?
No, not at all. That's why I'm hoping to come face to face with him so I can get a better understanding and see if he really is sympathetic. I've reached out to the offender to do the restorative justice program because they're the answers that I want to know.
Letitia is pleading for the parole board to keep this repeat offender behind bars for at least 75% of his sentence.
Knowing that he's going to be able to be back in the community and be able to walk those streets freely, whereas like my brother couldn't even do that, and he can't now.
And the parole board could make a decision as early as next week. But how can a young boy's life be worth so little? I know we're starting to sound like a broken record on this one, but seriously, when will politicians really listen? The laws need to change.